Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Artie Hoffman, and you know what? Wanted to do something different, and I think I'm going to start to do a second show for the week, um, rather than just my Angels and Answers Facebook Live show on Monday nights. I'm also going to be doing, I haven't figured it out yet. I think it might be on Thursday nights. But my friend Damon was nice enough to come out here from New York and help me get set up to do live stream on YouTube and also my Facebook Live. So I'm really excited to be here, actually. And you're allowed to type in any comments that you'd like. I'm going to be talking about love and relationships. That's what this second show is about. And I know this is annoying because you could see the reflection off of my glasses, and I apologize for that. That's something else that I got to try to figure out. So, and I'm not wearing contacts, so that's a pain in the neck. But yeah, I'm here to talk about relationships and all. So a lot of people, a lot of people ask me in my readings, what's the most popular thing that people ask me in their readings, and I would probably say number one is relationships. It's not all about relationships, and it's not just relationship about your lover. It could be relationship within, with your kids. What's that? What are you looking at?
This is live, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's not showing up on that. It's showing up on this.
Oh, it's showing up on this?
Just cut this off because you're blocking.
Oh, okay. All right. So here I am. All right. We're figuring things out a little bit. So excuse me. So I'm going to cut one off, and we're going to, because I'm doing my laptop for the first time. So, okay. Are we cool? All right. So I apologize. So anyway, but as far as with relationships, so like I said, when I do readings with people, the most popular topic is relationships. And then after that, it's with health. And then after that, it is about money. And then what else? And about the kids. We're good. We're good now. That's good. We're golden. We're golden. We're back on Facebook. That's good. So, but the thing is with a relationship, it's all about chemistry. Um, you know, when two people are together, and you're trying to make when you're trying to make something work, you can't force the other person. The chemistry's got to be there, and if it's not just about the physical attraction. It's about what do you have in common. So a lot of people have a hard time accepting the fact that they want what they want from somebody, but they're not always getting what they want in return, or they're hoping that they like or you like them as much as they like you, or vice versa, and I always tell people, when you're going on a date for the first time with somebody, it's always best to go out with, if you're going out for breakfast or if you're going out for lunch. I think that's the best time to go, during breakfast or lunch, or go out for a cup of coffee. Not at nighttime. There's too much pressure that way. And it holds a totally, totally different energy. Now, I'm personally very good at predicting people's future love. All right. And, so it's amazing. Like, I don't even know how I do it. I just get these images about the future with people. And what's crazy is that people say, "Hey, Art, you told me that I was going to meet this person. I was going to." You described their personality. You described what they looked like. You described how it was going to happen. And I don't remember what I say to people. I go, "Really, really, really." And it's like they're talking to me as if they're talking about someone else, but yet I was the one who actually did that. And I just go into la la land, and I'm able to really be to describe people really, really well, as far as people's future love. Now, there's also a situation where people are in relationships, and it's like a lot of people are codependent to stay in the relationship even when they're not happy. So whether it be emotionally codependent or financially codependent, but I would probably say that if people, and a lot of it, believe it or not, has to do about money. And it really sucks. But a lot of people, if they had enough money, that they would probably, if they were millionaires, or if you were a millionaire and you're not happy in the relationship, you would probably go if you had enough money. A lot of times it's the financial situation that keeps people together, because how am I going to survive? It has to do with a security thing. People have what's known as golden handcuffs. Golden handcuffs when you're in a job or a relationship that you're not that wild about, but the benefits are just good enough that it keeps you there. So it's frustrating, especially when people are are not happy, and that's why a lot of people step out of their relationship, because it's like they don't want to give up the security. They don't want to ruin the expectations of the kids or the family or the friends or whatnot. And they end up staying in a relationship, or maybe it's you're not staying in a relationship where you're not that happy, but yet somehow you still manage to make it work. Or it's like your partner might make you feel inferior by always putting you down. And when they do that and they say, oh, this is emotional abuse, when somebody's always putting you down, or they say, who's going to want you? And it does a number on your psyche when you're constantly listening to this bull crap, and it's unfortunate. And then a lot of people, they don't know where to go or what to do. So I always tell people that if you are very, very frustrated in your relationship, all right, it's very important to, what's the word I'm looking for? There's got to be compartmentalize. You got to decompartmentalize. So there's the you with the kids, there's you with work, there's you with friends, and there's you with family, and there's you with, again, your partner. And then there's you with you. If you're not happy with your relationship, okay, you got to keep that relationship just there. What's up, Damon? What's going on? Damon, what's going on? Oh, okay. So we're trying to figure things out. But you're allowed to type in any questions you want. Where would the questions be? Oh, there they are. Oh, okay. I get that. All right. I'm looking at the comments now. I didn't know where the comments were. Oh, okay, Lisa. All right. I see, Lisa. Wow, this is really cool. See, this is the first time I'm doing the whatchamacallit, the live streaming, and not just Facebook. Hello, Joanne and Rebecca. That is really cool. And Suzanne and Amanda and Sonia and Katie. That's really cool. Hey, Tracy. So, like I said, it's very, very frustrating when you're in a relationship that you're not happy about and you're trying to meet up to everyone else's expectations. If you're starting to date somebody and they're into you, but you're not into them, just tell them that you're not emotionally available. You don't have to say, well, you're an a-hole, I don't want to be with you. Or you don't have to put them down to try to back out of it. Just say, just literally, it sounds like a scene from the Seinfeld. It's not you, it's me, but you could just literally just say, I'm just not emotionally available. And then you just, say, I'm not ready for the relationship yet, or whatever it is, So, but that's one way to go about it. But it is very frustrating, though, when you're in a relationship and you can't get that mojo. Know what really sucks is when you want sex and your partner doesn't want sex, but yet you're dying to have sex. Or it's vice versa. It might even be vice versa, where they want the sex, but you're not into them to have sex. So it's like, what do you do? It's like, So this is your ego and the soul doing a battle with one another. It's like, God, do I give in and do I just, have the sex and just go with it? All right, just finish your business or let me get off or whatever it is, or or you could step out of the relationship, which unfortunately, a lot of people do. Okay. And I'm not condoning that. All I'm saying is that a lot of people do it because if they're not getting it from you, they're going to get it from somebody else. If they want it that bad enough, they are going to get it from somebody else. So, this is very interesting because a lot of people might chastise their partner if they cheated, but were you not willing to give them that physical comfort, in the bedroom, what they're looking for, or vice versa, And so it's like, well, what do you do? Well, if they want it and you don't, or vice versa, it's like, all right, well, what does the partner do who wants it and the other partner doesn't? It's very, very frustrating. So, I mean, I know there's ways that, you could take care of yourself. All right. There's, you got your ways. We all know what we're talking about. But there, you could, take care of yourself. You could step out of the relationship. You could literally just do the honorable thing and leave your partner. I'm not happy. My parents were married for 62 years, and I would probably say about 55 to 60 of them were not happy. And that's no exaggeration. And I saw all the emotional abuse that my mother was going through with my father, and it really killed me. And so I vowed that I would never want to put myself in that position. So, I've been married a couple of times, and now I'm single, but I've been married a couple of times, and and I really try to make it work. But after I tried every single avenue to try to make it work, and it still didn't work, I'm out. I'm out because it takes compromise. Now, counseling only works. All right. Counseling only works when both people want it to work. If one person's not into the marriage or the relationship and the other person is, then you need to have a session on how to exit out from each other. That would be healthy. All right. But, or if you want to try counseling and the other person doesn't, it's not going to work. The relationship, we don't need counseling. Maybe you're the one who's saying that, whether it be your partner or that. But the bottom line is when you're in a relationship, you need to have love. You need to have trust. Your values need to be the same. And you basically should be on the same page, especially when it comes to kids, as far as the way you raise the kids, whether it be the religious aspect, maybe it's important to you, maybe it's not, or vice versa. But it's very important to be on the same page with each other when you're, when you're in a relationship. And like I said, it's very, very frustrating when you're with someone. It's alone. It's like more lonely to be in a relationship feeling alone than it is to be on your own and alone. It's better to be on your own alone than it is to be in a relationship and feeling alone, because now you're battling with someone else rather than just dealing with yourself. And it's very healthy to speak with a therapist or a psychic and to help you get through these things. Let me see here. So yeah, so here I am. I'm looking at a comment with Steve. He's saying comfort from post-drug usage. Now it's depression. Yeah, it's tough. A lot of people do. They go to either drugs or alcohol to numb their feelings. When somebody is a shopaholic, when somebody is a gambaholic, or they're dealing with drugs, dealing with alcohol, that means your heart is very lonely. It really is. That's what it means. It means your heart's very lonely, and so they numb their feelings so they don't have to deal with the reality of it. So, but when you hit the problems dead on and you're being honest with them, it's the best thing that you could do. What's really frustrating is that a lot of people, they say they want the truth from you, but they really don't want the truth. They want to hear what they want to hear. So I tell people, if you're asking for the truth from someone, from your partner, and they're telling you the truth, even though it might be upsetting to you, give them credit for being honest and don't attack them. Because a lot of people will attack their partner when they're trying to be honest with their feelings. And it might not be what they want to hear. So you're putting them in a lose-lose situation. So would you rather them bullshit you and tell you only what you want to hear, or tell you, things that, aren't true? Or would you rather deal with the truth and then either you compromise on fixing it or you go your separate ways, you part ways, So it's very, very frustrating when there's lack of communication. It's the lack of communication that's also a big part of relationships, getting through relationship, is the lack of communication. And that's very important. So you have chemistry, you have being honest with each other, respectful to one another. What else was there? Love, honesty, respect. Well, those are the biggies, and communication. You need to have those elements for it to be successful. Otherwise, now if you're just on your own and you're looking for love, okay, if you're looking for love, that means you need to work on yourself. Don't make someone else responsible for your happiness. You might have to start doing things, not might, you should be doing things that make you personally happy, whether it be eating correctly, getting good sleep, going to the gym, exercise, anything that can make you feel happy. Joining meetup groups to join up with people where you have common bond interests with each other. That will help you out a lot. I'm going to look at some of the questions. Any message from my dad, Chuck? So right now, I'm not doing mediumship. I'm talking about love and relationships during this show. So this is the very first time I'm doing the show. So I apologize if everything's not going as smooth as it normally does. I mean, with my Facebook Live show on Monday nights, it's boom, boom, boom. I've been doing it for a long time, psychic and mediumship. But I am very good at describing people's future love and whether if you should be in the relationship or not. That's a very strong forte of mine. So hold on a second. Hey, Dame, I got to get my assistant here. Hey, Dame. So how do I scroll up the messages? All right, I got to figure out how to scroll up the messages with all you wonderful people right now. How do I scroll the messages?
Right there. See that?
Okay.
You can just.
Gotcha. Hey, Anna, how are you, sweetheart? Hi, Eileen. All right, I got you. Cool. Always best to be honest and step out of an uncomfortable relationship. Yes, I agree. To step out of the relationship. Honesty. You want to know something? This is going to sound weird, and a lot of you might be upset with me by me saying this. And guess what? I don't care because I'm telling you the truth. Now, I am personally for monogamous relationships, right? That's me personally. Now, I was listening to Neil Donald Walsh, who is an international best-selling author, all right? And he made a comment that I'll never, ever forget. And he said, it is okay to have an open relationship if both people are aware of it and both people agree to it. Then it's okay. It's not cheating because you're both willing to be in the same relationship. All right. And you're willing to see other people. All right. And that's what happens with, I guess, Mormons, where, they have, one guy and there's about 5, 6, 7, 8 wives, whatever. Personally, that's not my thing. It's not. I mean, just trying to handle one relationship is a challenge. But when everyone involved is fully aware of what's going on, then it's not cheating. It's okay. It's when you are not telling your partner everything, that's when it's cheating. That's when it's not right. So everybody has their morals as far as what's cool and what's not cool. Okay. And every relationship has its own boundaries. Okay. What's cool in one relationship isn't cool in another relationship. And I'm going to give you a perfect example what I mean by that. So when I was married to my first wife, okay, we had not only did we have love, all right, um, but we had trust. We definitely had trust. And so when I was younger, when I say I'm younger, or my early 20s, I'll never forget this. It was a little moment. All right. It was just a moment, and it happened, oh God, about 40 years ago, or 35 years ago, something like that. And I never forgot this moment. And it was so simple. And I said to my wife, Cindy, and it was a Saturday, and she says, "Oh, what are you going to do today?" And I was straight up with her, and I had no problem with telling her where I was going. I said, "I'm going to Bourbon Street, which is a go-go bar." I said, Ronnie and John are going to go there, and they're going to have a couple of drinks, and we're just going to grab a bite there, and then, and I said, I'll be with them probably for a couple hours, and then I'll come back, um, and then we'll go out and we'll do something, out to dinner or to the movies. She goes, "All right, tell him I said hello." She was so cool and nonchalant. She wasn't worried about me going to a go-go bar because she knows I don't hang out there that much. I really don't. And I'm not, telling you, "Oh yeah, Artie, yeah, right, right." To me, it was no big deal. I was literally there to be with my friends, but that's me. You have a lot of other guys that are hound dogs, and they're like very religiously, they go to those places. So, like I said, we had that kind of relationship where it was really cool. It was no big deal. My second marriage, whoa, that was totally not cool on any level. And she told me straight up, she goes, "Don't you dare ever step into a go-go bar while you're with me." And this is while we were dating and when we were engaged and we were married. She says, "Don't you dare." She goes, "I'll leave you that fast if you go to a go-go bar." Because she experienced distrust, and she experienced something really bad with her previous relationship about dealing with go-go girls or a go-go bar and stuff like that, and it wasn't cool. So I respected that, and I never went into a go-go bar the whole time while I was with her, nor did I really want to. I didn't, feel a need to, because I was in love with her, at the time. So it is what it is. So like I said, every single relationship has its own merits. Let me see here. Eileen, how are you, sweetheart? Any new relationship in my near future? Or Ellen, I'm sorry, I said Eileen. Ellen, it was just the way I read it. All right, Ellen, let me see. Hello, Farmingdale. Okay. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. I hope you love the books. That's really cool. I'm so happy to hear that. You're going to love it. And please, please comment on my two books. Let me know what you think about. Well, I have two books that I wrote. One is called Angels and Answers, and the other one is called Have Your Angels Call My Angels. So if you go to artiehoffman.com, you can get my books. But I promise you, you're gonna like it a lot, I tell you. So Ellen, let me go into the future for you. So this next relationship that I see you going into, Ellen, he's going to be much different than any other guy you ever met. He does like drinking. All right. I wouldn't necessarily call him an alcoholic though. But I don't know if you call somebody who likes to go to the bars on the weekends, meet up with his friends, or likes to go to the sport bars and have a drink. But I don't feel like he's addicted to alcohol. He enjoys it, but I don't feel like he's addicted to it. So I feel like this is someone where you're going to learn to be a little more flexible, because this is a type of person that is not used to being in a regimented relationship. Like, he's a fun guy to be with while you're with him. All right. He's a fun guy to be with while you're with him. But if you set up too many high expectations on him, or if he doesn't call you back right away or text you back right away, he gets caught up with work or he gets caught up with stuff. I wouldn't say he's a bad guy. I really don't. But I feel like he likes to joke around a lot. So that's a good thing. But at the same token, you're going to get frustrated because he's not going to be as serious as you would like for him to be. Ashley, you need to ask me a specific question, sweetheart. Hold on a second. All right, so Patty, you just got blood pressure medicine today. Will you be okay taking it? You will. It's not going to work for you right away. Be patient with it. Don't do an overkill with it. And I'm getting, actually take half a pill. I'm actually seeing take half a pill. Don't take the full dosage. Take half a pill and wean your weight up to maybe a little more. That's what I'm getting, because I'm seeing half a pill, not a full pill. Or if you're taking, say, 20 milligrams, take 10. I know I'm just hitting the percentages, but I'm seeing, like, start off with just half of what you started off with and then slowly wean your way into it. Highly recommend, do not take any statin drugs. All right. The number one cause of dementia and Alzheimer's, believe it or not, is statin drugs. So please be very careful about taking statin drugs. What else? So this show, all right, today, Angels and Answers. I'm going to be doing this about love and relationships every Thursday night. All right. I don't know if it's going to be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock. I'm not sure. But all right, let's say hi. All right, so Donna, you want to know if you're going to be doing a spirited based business next year? Are you going to be doing a spirited based business next year? See, I'm looking at my angel cards right now. I'll say this, you just got to make sure you have the right people and that you're with somebody who's on the same page as far as willing to put as just much as work and effort, energy into it. If you're with somebody who has kind of a lazy disposition, or if they have way too much on their plate, even though they might be really good at what they do, if they're a big time multitasker, it might not be the best person for you to go in business with. All right. So what I'm hearing is start slow and work your way up to it. Okay. Start slow and work your way up to it. That's exactly what I'm getting. Kelly, will you get a new job? Will you, presence? Kelly, I'm not sure if you're going to get that job that you're going for, but I do feel like you are going to get a job through somebody who you know. Okay. But when I was just looking at the angel cards, I wasn't getting a positive feedback. Now, I'm not God, all right, but I'm just telling you what my gut feelings are about that. All right, Tracy. So understand this. So I'm going to answer your question, Tracy. Would you say my husband and I are meant to be together? All right. Now, if you're asking me whatever question you're asking me, I'm going to be straight up with you. All right. So I'm going to see what the angel cards are saying right here. Honestly, I feel like you're going to be happier being apart. And I also feel like it's going to probably be the springtime is when you come to that strong understanding. And I feel like you're going to get along much better being apart than you are being together. Um, like you'll end up becoming like more friendly with each other. Um, you know what really sucks about being in a relationship where you feel like you're always walking on eggshells, where you're afraid to say something or you're afraid to do the wrong thing, or every single time you do something, they're always going to chastise you or ridicule you. Um, that's not a healthy relationship to be in. When you feel like you can't be yourself, or if you're not happy with being with your partner. When I was in my first relationship, um, after so many years, when I would go to parties, with my friends and family and stuff, and I had really good conversations with certain female friends that were there, a lot of times I wish I was going home with that person, rather than with my wife, and that's how I felt, you know, but I was always respectful to her. All right. And no matter how much time I gave her, it was never enough. She always wanted more than I was capable of giving it. And I did give her a lot of my time. And we went on vacations a few times a year. And, I was home every single night. But it's still, regardless, she just, no matter what amount of time I would give her, it just was not enough. And it was very frustrating. So, and I would have these stimulating, interesting conversations with other friends, and then she would get upset with me when we were at the party, say, "Oh, you always have to be center of attention. Oh, everybody's, you're talking to everybody." It's like they come to me. I don't even go to them. They would just come to me and start joking around or talking about whatever, whatever, whatever. But that was the thing that attracted my wife to me, was that the fact that I was very outgoing and I was very personable and I would be talking and schmoozing with everybody. And then that was the thing that ended up killing it, because she didn't like the fact that everybody wanted my attention, and and she felt like I wasn't giving her enough. So relationships are weird. The funny thing is, with relationships, the quality that attracted you to your partner, that when you have them in your circle, you spend a lot of time trying to change them to be more like you, or vice versa. And that's the truth. It really is. You have a particular quality about you that your partner loved, and why they wanted you so badly, why they thought you were so cool or so unique, so different. And then they spend the rest of their life trying to change you to be more like them. And then you go, it's crazy how relationships work. But yeah. So when you could learn to accept each other for who you are, and not just what you want them to be, but who they are. You could compromise, and that's where communication comes in big time, by compromising. Compromise is a key word to a successful relationship. And like I said, if you don't have that communication with each other, or if you don't got that loving feeling, loving feeling by the Righteous Brothers. Baby, baby, I get down on my knees for you. If you lose that loving feeling, oh my God, talk about ball and chain, being in a relationship. That really sucks. Let's see, what's coming up with me in my future? Fiance's work, more. Good evening. What's coming up with me and my future? Oh, finances and work. I'm talking mostly about love. All right. This is what the show tonight is about. It's not about I answered some personal questions just before, but I'm trying to keep tonight's show more towards love and relationships and stuff. Anything from my high school boyfriend, Kirk. Hey, Kathleen, the coolest chick in Jersey, who took his own life over 10 years ago. Wow. Wow. Let me see if I could reach him, Kathleen. Kirk. Wow. Kath, he just said, I'm so sorry that I kept you from being you. And he just said, I'm sorry for being so selfish. And I stopped you from being you. And he was also a very jealous person, too. Um, he actually wished he could be more like you. And I'm getting that he tried very hard to um, keep you back in his world. Misery loves company. Always remember that. Misery loves company. But he's apologizing. And he literally just said, I promise you it's not coming from me. But he literally just said, he says, you're looking really good. And he says, I'm really happy for you. Um, and he said, don't worry about me. He goes, I'm okay. He said, I'm okay. And he literally just said, tell her I love her. So, and it's funny to let you know what I just said is true. You're going to see, a picture of Cupid really soon. You're going to see a picture of Cupid soon. Um, yeah, something with the bow and arrow on the heart or whatnot, or a heart or a bow and arrow right through a heart, or Cupid with the bow and arrow. You're going to be seeing that real soon, and that's going to be one of his visits to you. Guy, that's 100% true. It's very important to love yourself before you allow yourself to get into a relationship. I'm so glad that you said that, Guy. And that's 100% true. You know, um, you don't want to make somebody else responsible for your happiness. You want to share that special, unique thing about you with someone else. And because if you put all your energy into one person, it's going to be suffocating. You know, one of the most beautiful songs ever written, it's such a Hallmark card. You know, it's not reality. It really isn't reality. The song that I'm about to tell you, it's not reality, but it's a beautiful, beautiful song. The song by Barry White, and I love it to death. You're my first, you're my last, you're my everything. That is one of the greatest, coolest songs ever written about love. I mean, there's lots of great songs about love, but that song is energetic and bubbly, and it's great. And Barry White, because got that deep voice when he sings that song. You're my first, you're my last, you're my everything. That is a great, great song. But seriously, if you made someone your everything, oh my God, either you're going to suffocate them or they're going to suffocate you, but one of you are going to choke each other to death. It's so important to spread your energy around with other people. I said to my first wife, because she would always complain that she felt like I wasn't giving her enough attention, like I said to you. And I said to her, I said, honey, it's a lot like this. You're my steak. I have a steak dinner because I love my steak. I'm a meat and potato guy. I said, sweetheart, you're my steak. I said, but I got to have my corn. I got to have my French fries. I got to have my soda. Especially if it's corn on the cob, I got to have the corn on the cob, but you're my steak. I said, you're the main focal point, but I need to have these other side things going on, and then there's dessert. And when I say dessert, I'm not talking about an extra, marital affair, but I'm just saying you have different aspects to a meal, but you are the main meal. You're the main course. I wrote a really cool song. It's a country upbeat love song. And the name of the song is called My Love Goes, I had to think about it for a second. My love goes out to many, but my heart belongs to you. And I loved writing that song. I loved singing it. I loved writing it. And it goes something like this. I'm not going to sing the whole song. My love goes out to many, but my heart belongs to you. My love goes out to many, but my heart belongs to you. I love my friends and family. I love them, yes, I do. My love goes out to many, but my heart belongs to you. You make me feel like I'm 10 feet tall. You make me feel real good. You make me feel so strong and bold. You make me feel real good. I love your style, your pretty smile. I love it, yes, I do. My love goes out to many, but my heart belongs to you. So, anyway, there's a bunch of other, there's other words to it and stuff. But yeah, but that's how I really feel when I'm in a that loving relationship. You could love somebody so much with all your heart and soul, but you love your friends and your family too. And when other people get jealous because you have other relationships going on, and I don't mean promiscuously, you know, if you're in a really, when you're in a very healthy relationship, when you could have friends, and I do mean friends of the opposite sex, that's a healthy relationship. If somebody says there's no way, no way, you can't have friends of the opposite sex, you're cheating, you know? And I so 100% disagree with that. For people who say that, you have major trust issues that have to do from your past. Your partner cheated on you. Definitely. You definitely had problems of the past about people cheating on you or people cheating on one another, whatever. Something's not right where you have trust issues, or those are just your insecurities. But I have, and especially doing what I do, you need to be secure within yourself to be with a person like myself. And I'm not calling myself a Don Juan at all. I'm just saying, what about a gynecologist? What happens if a girl or a guy, whatever, you're married to a person who's a gynecologist? You have to have trust, or a gastrologist. You're looking at people's naked bottoms, all day long. I'm granted they pay you damn good, give you a good living, you know, but still, and even when, when you're a therapist or whatnot, people express their emotions to you and their feelings or, their bottoms, depending what kind of doctor you're on. Hey, listen, so long as the gynecologist isn't bringing his work home with him, then you're good. Or the gastrologist, then you're good. Let's see. Yeah, isn't that a cool thing? A lot of people think it's from like a Pink Floyd type of background, but it's not. And actually, it was just a cloth. This here, this painting. It's not even a painting. It's this beautiful picture of the cloth behind me. It's just a cloth. And one of my friends owns a frame shop, and I said, "Can you put this on a frame?" He goes, "Sure, I could do that." And so he framed it. So I set it up like a picture, but it's just a cloth that is just stretched out and put on a frame. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Thank you for noticing that. Jamie, is your relationship going to last? I don't know. Give me the name of your partner and I'll ask. No, I'm only kidding. Uh, is your relationship going to last? Before I answer that question, what I'm getting right now, I feel like if you don't have a relationship where you are super, super, super tight with another female, I feel like you are like super best of friends. It's like your soul sisters. Like it's either your sister or a friend where you are so incredibly tight. I honestly believe that you were siblings in a previous life or you were lovers in a previous life. But I see you as super, super tight with one other person. And it's not with your lover per se, but it's a female, Tracy. It's a female. Um, and if you don't have that kind of relationship now, you're going to be. But I definitely see you with a super, super close relationship. And are you a teacher or is this person who I feel like you're going to end up being very tight with, is a teacher on some level. So let's see. Is your relationship going to last? Is your relationship going to last? Nope. Nope. Tracy, no. Nope. Nope. I'm sorry. Nope. As a matter of fact, I feel like either you're holding him back or he's holding you back. It's like the two of you don't belong together anymore. It's like it ran its course. And when I was with my second wife, I was so in love with her. And she was talking about us possibly separating. And she asked me if I was in love with her anymore. It was very difficult because I lost a lot of respect for her because of certain things that she did that I wasn't happy about. But I loved her so much, I didn't want to accept the fact that we didn't belong together. And she goes, I feel like I'm holding you back. She goes, I really do. I feel like I'm holding you back. Because at that time of my life, my career was taking off. And I started to become more and more popular with doing what I'm doing with my psychic stuff, my spiritual stuff, mediumship. And she saw all the attention that I was getting from other females. But it was all good. It's not like I was being promiscuous with anybody. I never cheated on her. But like I said, if you can't be yourself, or if you feel like you're being stagnated, or if it threatens you to see your partner grow and you have a hard time supporting them or they're not supporting you, support is very, very important in a relationship as well. So, Tracy, to answer your question, I honestly, and by looking at the angel cards, and I feel like I'm telling you something you already know. It's about coming to an acceptance. So, hey, Crystal, how you doing, sweetheart? I'm just looking at all these. Louisa, will you meet a life partner soon? Will Luis meet a life partner soon? Get out of the house, Luis. There's only so many good-looking pizza delivery boys. You need to get out of the house. You need to get yourself out and about. A lot of people go from work to home, work to home, work to home, or work to family, work to family, work to family. And then they ask Artie, will I ever meet somebody? It's like, well, not on the pattern that you're on right now. You have to be out and about, join something where, you could be people, where you can meet other people, because I feel like, that's where your best chances are. Joanne Balcom. Hello, Joanne. Will I be finding the man of my dreams, your soulmate soon? Joanne. Joanne, I feel like it's going to be like the month of November. It's on the 11th of a month, or it's November. I keep on hearing 11/11. There's something 11/11. That's what I heard when I thought about your soulmate. 11/11. He's got a beautiful tan. All right. He keeps a really good tan all year round. He might be Spanish. He might be, Italian Guido, with the good olive skin, light black person. But this fella, he carries really, really good skin color, like very good skin color. And I also feel like he doesn't look his age also. He has a very good disposition. He has a great smile. When he smiles, either he has dimples or he has these laugh lines on the side of his mouth. I also feel like there's a connection with North and or South Carolina connected with him. Either that's where you're meeting him, or that's where he's from, or that's where he likes to vacation. But there's a connection with North and or South Carolina. Hmm. All right. So, Linda, is there relationship that you're in right now? You're welcome, Joanne. Linda, in with the current relationship you're in, will it continue to grow stronger? Linda, 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 Linda. Calling all angels, calling all angels. The reason why I look away, because I go into la la land. I look towards the corner of the walls. I look at the ceiling. I look at objects. I just go into la la land, um, rather than just look at the screen. Linda, is your relationship going to get stronger? Yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, the two of you are going to learn. I feel like the two of you are learning from each other. And I feel like the two of you are also doing things that you never did before in your previous relationship, or you never did in your life. Things that he liked to do, you're going to end up doing, or certain concepts that you never had before that he's going to bring to the table that you're going to accept, and vice versa. But I feel like there's a growth on both parts where the two of you are going to actually, yeah, experience with one another. You're not just going to just stay in your comfort zone. He's just going to stay in his comfort zone. But I feel like this is actually a really good match. And I do accept wedding invitations. And for cocktail hour, you got to have Piggy in the blankets. And I love mimosa, and I like Malibu. All right, those are my preferable drinks. Fireball, I'm there, baby. I don't even need the main course. Good ceremony, good cocktail hour. I'm good. Trust me. Actually, I've actually gone to weddings where I literally about 2 or 3 times, when the main course came, I said, I don't want it. Just pass it. He says, but it's already paid for. It's already cooked. I said, I don't want it. I don't want it. Give it to somebody else. I said, I don't want it. I'm full. You know, sometimes I do that. You have to ask me specific questions, Marissa, and it's got to be towards the love life. This show tonight is basically about um, love and love relationships, or sex, and I'm serious. Yeah, Patty, I love Fireball. It's like one of my favorite drinks, and Malibu too. My favorite drink of all time, it really is. Long Island iced teas. You have to acquire a taste for it because there's a lot of different alcohols in it. But yeah, my choice of drinks. If I was to go to a firing squad and they said, all right, you're allowed one last drink, I'd say, give me a Long Island iced tea. Actually, give me a double. So that's what we go. Oh, and if it's a dessert, my ultimate favorite, and I just had it yesterday, is I had it last night, hot fudge brownie with vanilla ice cream. To die for. That's what I love. Uh, Katie, I call upon all my loving guardian angels. I call upon the Holy Spirit to bless your heart and soul with a speedy recovery. May the beautiful white light of love from heaven race throughout your entire body, erasing all fear, all doubt, all negativity, all darkness out of your body. And hopefully you could feel my energy right now as the beautiful white light of love is shining down through the top of your head, reaching every cell of your body, releasing all that negativity, all the toxins out of your body so that your body could heal. In the name of the Holy Spirit, amen. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Is my Marcelina, let's say, is my 14-year relationship going to have some positive light, still seeing angel numbers nonstop. Let's see where I see your relationship going of 14 years, Marcelina. See, this is one of those situations where you're going to have to find happiness outside of the relationship within yourself. Okay. Doing more things for yourself. Um, and I feel like your husband has a husband or boyfriend. You said 14-year relationship. It could be a boyfriend for all I know. Um, I just feel like that you need to be a little more creative on your end. And I feel like you need to get out more and to do things more with other people, other than just with him. For some reason, though, it's weird. Normally, my first knee jerk reaction would say, break up. It's not, but I'm not getting that. I just feel like you need to rework what you have to make things better than what they already are. Um, love yourself. All right. Just put more energy into yourself. If somebody is putting you down, you don't have to be on their emotional bullshit stage. Okay. You don't have to buy their gift of pain. Okay. If they're saying anything negative to you, or about anything else, and all they talk is negative, only observe them, but you don't have to become a part of that energy. See yourself as if you're across the room and you're just looking at somebody else freaking out or going nuts. Try to turn your anger into compassion because they're stuck in their hardship world, but that doesn't have to be you. And it's up to you. How much are you willing to respect yourself? Okay. How much are you willing to respect yourself? Either you got to improve matters or you got to back out. Okay. Because if you choose to stay in an abusive relationship, well, then that's your choice. But you got to believe that you deserve better than just mediocre or crap. Okay. Oh, thank you, Crystal. I love you too. Well, I love all of you. Let's see. What else do I got here? Oh, good, Katie. I'm glad. And I meant that from every ounce of my being. Let's see. Thank you, Marcelina, for that confirmation. All right. My son is in a rough patch. This is from Lisa. My son is in a rough patch in his life and has lost himself. Will he be able to dig himself out? Very worrisome. He's in a situation, Lisa, where he needs help. He's not going to be able to dig himself out unless if he gets help. Okay. Like I said, if and I'm switching subjects just a little bit, switching the topic. If you're in a relationship and you're trying to make it work or trying to make it better, it's always good to have a therapist, a third party to help you out, to see things from a outside perspective. If your partner says, no, I don't want to go to therapy, that means either they don't care about you or there's something else going on behind the scenes where they don't want to fix it. So that's a big, wow, watch out. That's a big sign that, you're not in a right relationship. Also, you need to find the right chemistry with the right therapist. There are people who go to therapy, but the therapy doesn't work because sometimes the chemistry between you and the therapist just isn't there. I'm going to share with you something very interesting that I just put on my Facebook and my Instagram. Check me out almost every single day. I do have inspirational messages on my Artie Hoffman Instagram and on my Facebook. again, Angels and Answers, Artie Hoffman. I have, you know, inspirational messages to start your day. The word but, all right, the word but is a very powerful negative word. And I'm going to explain to you why. Whenever you give somebody a compliment and then use the word but after it, it erases everything positive you just said about that person. And I'm going to give you an example. Honey, you were so great. I love you, but yada, yada, yada. Honey, you look great, but see, it's right after the word of but. Those are the words that are stronger than the words before because the word but erases all the words, all the feelings, and all the emotions of what you just said. And I know most of you are probably like, oh my God, I never realized that, or that's like incredible. But it's the truth. As soon as you use the word but, be careful how you use that word. Because if you're trying to help someone else out, like there was this one friend of mine who used to say, not only to me, but I've heard her say this to other people, honey, I love you, but I don't give a crap about your I love yous. You know, her emphasis is more into what she's about to say after the word but. I don't give a shit what you just said, you know, yada, yada, yada. So you just learned something new. Let's see, I'm taking care of my uncle and he has cancer. Am I doing the right thing? Debbie. Are you doing the right thing? Yes, you are doing the right thing. You're learning something about yourself. You're learning something about yourself, and you're learning more. Um, your stamina is actually growing stronger from helping him out. And you're like, you're going to know when enough is enough. Okay. Right now, you're giving everything you got, and it's taking a lot out of you. Um, but your support is phenomenal. It really is. Um, but when somebody is dealing with a disease, especially dementia or Alzheimer's, you can't take them personal. Just say yes to everything. Whatever that, yeah, yeah, yeah. The sky is green. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I just saw your mother, yesterday, and she's worried about you. Mom passed, 10 years ago. So just agree with them. You don't have to argue with them. Would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Okay. See, you're learning something new every single day. Let's see, what else have we got here? Hello, Marissa. Hello, Miss Anna and Debbie and Tracy. Oh, let's see. That's okay, Christine. You're allowed to be late. We love you. Jennifer, your boyfriend Michael died in 2020. I am just now coming out of my cave slowly. Wow, good for you. Do you see any relationship in my future? Jennifer. Let's see what I got for you for your new relationship, Jennifer. The first thing that I just heard was practice what you preach. You have a tendency to give advice to a lot of people, but you don't always do what you set out to do or what you tell other people, or you say you're going to do this, you're going to do that, but you don't. So you got to get yourself going, sweetheart. Let me just see here. I feel like you're going to be dating a little bit. Okay. You're going to be dating around a little bit, but but I don't feel like you're going to meet your Mr. Right away. So when you go out on dates, and this is for everyone who's in the dating world right now, don't look at your dates like you're on an interview. All right. Just go that you're the cool person, you're the nice person, and I'm going to share my time with you. And if we work out, great. We'll see each other again. And if our chemistry doesn't work out, that's fine too. You go your way, I go mine. It's all good. It's not a big deal, you know? So, respect yourself and don't feel like you're at the firing squad and you're getting all nervous and oh my God, don't worry about it. Just be yourself. And the same thing when people are going on interviews for their job. Treat who's ever interviewing you like they are your best friend. And I mean that. Don't put them on a pedestal and allow yourself to get all nervous and be overly chatty or super, super quiet. Just treat them like you've known them your whole life. They're people just like you. And when they see that you're very friendly and you're very personable, they're going to like that about you. So, and if it's not, and if you don't get the job, a lot of times it's because of politics, because they already got somebody. They just have to go through the interviewing stage, but they already got who they're going to get, either within house or somebody knows somebody. Everybody loves somebody sometimes. Susie, what are you confused about? You got to tell me, Susie, what are you confused about? Let's see, what else? Oh, thank you, Marcelina. Let's see. My father is having intestinal problems. Is it serious or from his gallbladder or stress? Father is having intestinal problems. Karen. Hold on a second, Karen. Let me see what I can get. Like I said, this is a love show, but let me see if I could see what I get with your father with that question, his intestinal issues. He's got to stay away from sugars. Sugars are a killer to him. All right. He's got to stay away from everything with sugars and start drinking water with electrolytes in them. Okay. And he's going to start to feel much better, much, much better. All right. Eating dark green salads is also very important. He needs to stay away from anything that's acidy, also, any food or drinks that are acidy. That's also going to do a number on him. So I feel like through his diet, he can get much, much better. But if he's not going to adhere to, eating more health conscious, then he's screwed. And that's the truth. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, thank you, Melissa. All right. I'll have to check the text in just a little bit, Christine. If anybody wishes to get a private reading from myself, and if you want to, for the holiday seasons, also give a gift certificate, I'll give a discounted rate, off the certificates, or, if you want a reading, you just got to mention that you're on my show. My number to reach me at, whether you call me or text me, is 732-778-7173. I will connect to your loved ones in heaven. I will talk about medical, talk about your love life, talk about you, talk about people you can't stand, people who you love, whatever you want to talk about. I will give you the inside scoop. If you want an hour reading, I'll take off $25. If you want a 45-minute reading, I'll take off $15. If you want a half-hour reading, I'll take off $10. If you want below that, you ain't getting crap off. No, but I'll see. This brother will hook you up. All right. I'll do what I can. But if you wish to give somebody a gift certificate, just give me a call or or text me at 732-778-7173. Or you could email me, artiehoffman@gmail. Let's see. Christine, will your father-in-law recover from whatever is ailing him? Yes, he will. I just got transformation and celebration. Yes, 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 yes. So what he's going through is just temporary. So that's good news. And that's coming straight from the angel cards. Oh, and don't worry about, you're saying as far as being rejected by welfare. Let me tell you something. You have to fight for everything these days, whether it be medical benefits or welfare or whatever. They reject everybody. There's very rarely, very, very rarely will they accept somebody unless if you know someone politically. So I will explain to you my rates when you give me a call or when you email me. And the number to reach me at 732-778-7173. And my email is artiehoffman@gmail. I had a brain fart for a second. So, hey, Dane, come here for a second, please. So in just a moment, you're going to have to tell me how to shut off. So, okay, there it is. Very good. All right, everybody. I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you were entertained. I hope you got the information you were looking for. Again, if your heart needs healing, if your mind needs peace of mind or that clarity, don't be afraid to give me a call. Okay. And watch out for scammers. There are people out there who are pretending to be me. All right. They're even using my profile. So they might call you before the show, during the show, after the show. If it's really me, all right, if I'm reaching out to you or you want to talk to me, you could verbally talk to me. The scammers, they will only message you or they'll tell you there's a special spiritual message for you. There isn't. I wouldn't do that to you. Oh, there's a special message for you and you need to reach out to you. Don't fall for that. If any of you got screwed over or scammed by a scammer pretending to be me or scammer period, just do a chargeback on your credit card. But if it's me, you'll be able to verbally talk to me and you know my voice, you know my personality. But the scammers, they'll only text you or message you. So, I mean, I'll do that too, but you'll know it's me because like I said, you're allowed to talk to me. I'll let you because you guys are amazing. All right, so one last one. Let's see. Thank you for all your love. Thank you for all your good well wishes. Thank you for everyone who helped make this day possible. I hope your Friday and it was amazing, and I hope your weekend gets even better. Let's see. Patty, are you with your life partner? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The angel said gratitude and commitment and abundance. So that's a definite yes. Just know I love you guys. I also want you to check me out this coming Monday evening. I'm going to be with my lovely assistant and sidekick, Sky, and her and I are going to work our magic on my Angels and Answers Facebook live show Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You guys are the best. Mwah. Love you guys. Happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish friends and almost Merry Christmas to those of you who aren't Jewish. All right. You take care and have a great evening, everybody. Take care. It's not working. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm used to pressing it. All right.